Hello, my name is BrittaniSmith, and I'm going to talk to you today about being a stay-at-home mom. Over the past few years, you've noticed that there's a lot of push on moms to be outside of the home and go to work because financially they can't make it if not. So today I'm going to encourage you to listen to the three main points as to what's best for your children, what's best for your family, and what sacrifices as mom and dads you'll have to make. Being a stay-at-home mom is a journey for everyone. As parents, we all strive to do what's best for our kids. We think about the odds and we weigh them every time. We know that we all make sacrifices, and we all know that by putting our children in daycare, they are 1 in 5 in the state of Ohio in an infant room. That means it's 1 teacher to 5 babies. And sometimes that may mean that your child is not necessarily getting the full attention it needs at that very moment because there's 2 other babies who are crying, and I'm only one person, and I can't really do all 3 at once. So he may have to wait. As teachers and parents, we try to do our best. We strive to do what we can in the child care centers. And we know that the studies show that that child needs their needs met within a timely manner, but sometimes that's not necessarily 100% possible. So what's the best option for your baby? Is it that you stay at home, or is it that we go to work? You have to weigh those odds, and you have to look around and think about it before you make a decision. As parents, we try to make the best choice as to what benefits our family. We live in a society that tells us that families can't make it if they're not working, and that if you want something, you have to work your tails off to get somewhere and to have anything and an accomplishment. But yet, as a stay-at-home mom, that is an accomplishment. You're raising your children from the time that they're little to the time that they're big, and you're putting them in church, and you're making sure that they're doing godly things, and you're raising them in a way that the child care center can't raise them. I can't take your child to church for you as a teacher. You have to do it. We have heard that stay-at-home moms don't have a great education. 42% of married stay-at-home women are more likely to have only a high school diploma than anything else and that's according to Pew Research Center, but that's because they don't know that necessarily there's options out there for them, and they don't necessarily want to put their child in the center to go somewhere. I had one mom tell me one time that her MBA ain't going to pay for itself, so she's going to have to go to work because she put forth the effort to go to school, so she needs to put them in child care, even though the push on her heart was that she wanted to stay home with them. She couldn't afford to because she had to pay for her education. Making the choice is something that comes at a sacrifice. You have to know what you want to do as a mom and a dad in that situation. We have heard it many times that there are so many sacrifices. Maybe you're not going to get that brand new car. Maybe you're not going to get to buy your house. You have to sacrifice those things to make sure that your children are getting the best that they can. We've heard that by not responding to your child within a timely manner, it hurts their development. And what do you want to make the decision here? You have to be able to choose, if I sacrifice these things, then this is going to outweigh the odds, because then your child is getting their needs met, and you're not necessarily harming their development by allowing strangers to take care of them and not knowing necessarily what's going on and having them be 1 in 5 and possibly be the baby. Everyone's child gets to be the baby that cries for a minute because I can't get to them. Overall, there's a ton of pros and cons, and you have to make the choice. You have to weigh them and look at everything. As parents, we all do want what's best for our children, and yeah, there's sometimes that our children have to go to child care because there is no way that we can afford for them to not be. But there are options. You can work opposite shifts. You can do many things to where they're spending as few hours as possible in the child care center.